Your soulmate is about to surprise you, and their current location will leave you speechless. Type 1111 if your spirit feels this truth already stirring. Because in the next few moments, I'm going to reveal something that will confirm what your heart has secretly known all along. Don't scroll. This is the moment heaven chose for you to hear what's coming. Their energy has shifted, their silence is breaking, and something divine is moving in the unseen right now. You've been feeling it, the sudden pull in your spirit, the random memories, the dreams that feel too real to ignore. That's not a coincidence, that's confirmation. Heaven is showing you that your soulmate is closer than you think, but not where you expected them to be. Someone you've been spiritually connected to has just changed their environment, a major relocation, a divine repositioning. And that shift was guided by the angels, not by human logic. It's not random that you've been sensing movement in your dreams lately, seeing travel signs, hearing songs about coming home or returning, because your soulmate has just entered a place that aligns with your destiny. They were guided away from confusion and back into alignment with divine timing. And heaven is saying, you are part of that reason. Where they are now, your name has started echoing in their heart again. They've tried to distract themselves, but the truth keeps surfacing. They can't outrun a divine connection. Their current location might shock you when you find out, because they are not where they used to be. They are not with the people they used to know. They are not living the same life they once settled for. They've stepped into a season of awakening, and you are the light that led them there. Heaven says this movement is a prophetic sign of what's to come. A physical relocation often mirrors a spiritual one. They've been moved closer to your vibration, your frequency, your world. And soon paths will collide in a way only heaven could design. Type 222 in the comments if you feel that something unseen is preparing your reunion. Because right now, as you listen, your name is being spoken in rooms you've never entered, in prayers you didn't know they were saying, in hearts you didn't know still remembered. They've been silent for a reason. They've been distant for divine preparation. But heaven is stirring them. Something happened recently that opened their eyes. A message, a dream, a loss, or a conversation that suddenly made them see the truth, that you were never just a memory. You were the message they were supposed to keep. Their heart is aching in realization. They tried to find you in others, but nothing compared. They tried to silence the voice that whispered your name, but heaven made sure your energy stayed in their awareness. Where they are now, something or someone keeps reminding them of you. A song, a scent, a word, even a number that keeps repeating. 1111, 333. 555. It's like heaven is using every small sign to whisper your connection back into their mind. They are thinking about you more than you realize. At night, they replay your words. During the day, they wonder if you've moved on. But what they don't know is that heaven is orchestrating this surprise. Because soon, their steps will align with yours again. Not by chance, but by divine assignment. Your soulmate has been on a journey that led them far away from their true self. But angels have been guiding them through detours, preparing their heart to recognize you again. They've been through battles you know nothing about, yet every storm brought them closer to clarity, closer to realizing you are home. And now heaven is saying, the location they're in now will be the very place where the divine plan starts unfolding. It's not just about geography, it's about spiritual positioning. They've entered the vibration where destiny meets divine timing. This surprise isn't meant to shock you. It's meant to awaken you. Because while you were healing, praying, and learning to trust again, they were being aligned to see your worth the way heaven sees it. There's a divine urgency in the spirit, a countdown of preparation. Angels are clearing distractions, aligning travel plans, and whispering instructions to both of your souls. Because something is coming, something that will bridge the distance. Heaven says, what you thought was over is only transforming. The one who went silent is about to speak. The one who withdrew is about to reappear. And the one who left your life is being divinely repositioned to find their way back. Their location has meaning. They are now in a place connected to your next chapter. It could be your city, your country, your community, or even the place you've been dreaming about relocating to. That's not random. That's prophetic. For some, this soulmate has already entered your energetic field. You've been crossing paths without even realizing it. A new face that feels strangely familiar. A sudden encounter that left your spirit trembling. That's heaven saying, it's time. They are preparing to reach out, to send a message, to confess something that's been burning on their heart. And when you hear where they are, your heart will know this is not coincidence. This is divine confirmation. Heaven says, your soulmate has entered a new frequency of awakening. They're finally surrendering to what they feel. They're ready to stop fighting destiny. They're ready to stop pretending they don't care. Because the truth is, they never stopped caring. Every moment apart was designed for clarity. Every delay was divine direction. Every silence was sacred preparation. And now, everything they once ran from is pulling them back to you. They've been moved for a mission. They've been placed where miracles can find them. And soon, you will see why heaven orchestrated it this way. If you've been seeing feathers, hearing their name randomly, or waking up at the same hour every night, that's your angelic signal. It means your souls are syncing again. It means your energy is calling theirs home. It means heaven has approved the next stage. Type 333 if you're ready to receive this alignment. Because what's about to unfold will make sense of everything that once confused you. You've been through heartbreak. You've questioned the timing. You've wondered if it was ever real. But heaven says every tear was a seed. Every prayer was heard. Every lonely night was building your strength for this moment. Your soulmate is awakening in divine timing. And their movement, their new location, is the confirmation you needed. You're not imagining this pull. You're not overthinking, you're feeling what heaven has already written. They're standing in a place they once said they'd never go. And yet, it's exactly where they were meant to be to find you again. It's poetic how heaven works, using distance to build destiny, using delay to create divine surprise. You've been sensing this in your spirit for days, the sudden calm, the random joy that comes out of nowhere, the urge to prepare, clean your space, fix your hair, realign your focus. That's because your soul knows what's coming. Heaven is positioning you too. The energy between you two is magnetic again. No matter how far they travel, the pull remains. It's not obsession, it's divine resonance. It's the vibration of unfinished destiny. Heaven says, prepare your heart. Because soon news will reach you that will make you pause and say, only God could have arranged this. They're closer than you realize. Maybe in your city, maybe planning a trip, maybe even already in motion to reach you. There's a reason you can't shake their energy today. They're thinking of you right now, and heaven is amplifying it so you can feel it. Their soul has made a decision. They can't run anymore. They can't silence the connection anymore. They're ready to take action. And that's why the angels are making their path clear. What you need to know is this. This reunion is not like before. It's not coming from confusion. It's coming from clarity. They've learned what truly matters. They've tasted emptiness, and now they're craving truth. And the truth is, they belong with you. Heaven is saying, get ready for a surprise that will renew your faith in divine love. Because when you hear where they are now, your jaw will drop, and your heart will whisper, heaven kept its promise. You are about to witness divine orchestration in motion. It's already unfolding. Doors are opening, paths are aligning, travel is being arranged, and your spirit is being guided to recognize the signs. Don't doubt what you feel. Don't question the signs. They're not coincidences, they're coordinates. Each sign is heaven's way of leading you to divine timing. Right now, angels are whispering your name into your soulmate's heart. They can't shake you off. They can't replace you. They can't unlove you, because divine love doesn't fade. It expands through time and distance. They're having dreams about you again. They're waking up thinking of your eyes, your voice, your energy, and their new environment keeps reminding them of your spirit. It's as if the universe placed pieces of you around them, so they would remember. Soon a message will come, maybe a text, maybe a call, maybe an unexpected visit. And when it does, your heart will instantly know. This was heaven's plan. Type 777 if you're ready for divine movement, because the angels are saying the waiting season is closing. You're entering your receiving season. Your soulmate's location will not just surprise you, it will align everything you've been praying for. Because it's not just about where they are physically, it's about where they are spiritually. They're finally ready, finally awake, finally surrendering. You've done your part. You've healed. You've forgiven. You've trusted the process. And heaven is rewarding that faith. The distance that once felt like punishment was actually protection. The delay that once broke your heart was divine redirection. And now all of it is leading to revelation. You're about to receive confirmation through message, dream, or encounter that the one heaven promised is aligning. It's not imagination. It's a manifestation. The same angels who whispered your name to them are now guiding you to trust this moment. Because when you least expect it, you'll realize they were being prepared for you the entire time. So take a deep breath. Whisper, I receive divine alignment, and prepare your heart, because your soulmate's surprise will be proof that God never forgot your promise. This isn't just a reunion. It's a restoration, a redemption of time, a divine reminder that what's meant for you will always find you, even if it has to cross oceans, timelines, and lifetimes. Type 1111 in the comments if you receive this message from heaven. Your soulmate's heart is awake, their spirit is moving, and their location will soon be the proof that destiny has arrived. Their soul is restless tonight. They can't explain it, but something deep within them is calling your name again. They feel your energy in the wind, in the quiet moments between breaths, in the small reminders heaven places before them. Everywhere they turn, something whispers of you. It's as though heaven has written your essence into the fabric of their surroundings. A scent, a song, a dream, a stranger's voice saying your name without knowing why. That's how angels work. They weave divine memory into reality until the message cannot be ignored. They thought they had escaped the pull. They thought distance would dissolve desire. But love of divine origin does not fade. It matures, it deepens, it transforms into recognition. Now they see, this was never ordinary affection. It was a covenant. It was a soul promise, made long before the two of you ever met in this lifetime. Heaven says your soulmate is entering the revelation stage. The fog that once blinded them is lifting. The distractions that pulled them away are losing power. They are beginning to see beyond illusions. They are remembering the truth their spirit has always known, that your souls are part of the same design. You may feel their energy intensely now, heart racing suddenly. Tears without reason, waves of nostalgia. That's not anxiety. That's alignment. You are tuning into their awakening. When two divine souls are connected, one feels what the other experiences spiritually. So if you felt restless lately, it's because they are searching for direction, and your light is guiding them home. Heaven says there will be a divine moment soon where the truth cannot be delayed. It may begin as a small communication, a message, a call, a shared post that feels too precise to be coincidence. It may happen through an unexpected meeting, a trip that aligns too perfectly. Whatever the form, you will know it the moment it happens. Your spirit will recognize it instantly, because divine orchestration carries a frequency that cannot be mistaken for coincidence. The angels are showing movement, literally. Someone boarding transportation, someone looking at maps, at routes, at destinations. They are being nudged toward your direction by invisible hands. Even if they don't consciously know it, their soul has received divine instruction. Something inside them says, "Go there." You'll understand why when you arrive. They may think it's business, family, or personal reasons bringing them to that place. But heaven knows it's destiny. You are in the coordinates. You are the reason behind the reroute. And when they see you again, or even come close to your presence, something will stir in them that no distance could erase. That unexplainable peace, that sacred recognition, the feeling that time stopped and eternity remembered. Heaven says, you are entering the season of divine collision. Paths once separate will now converge. Souls once silenced will now speak. This is why you've been feeling a spiritual urgency, why you've been drawn to prayer again, why your dreams feel louder, why you sense a countdown in your heart. It's because heaven has finalized alignment. Everything that was once delayed is now being accelerated. They are closer than you think. For some, your soulmate is already in your city, already near your vibration, already crossing the same spaces you frequent. Your energies are brushing against each other in the spiritual before meeting in the physical. You may even sense it through random chills, bursts of excitement, sudden waves of emotion. That's heaven's way of saying, the surprise is unfolding. Do not let fear make you close off now. The past will try to whisper doubts. But this is not the same season. The person who hurt you is not returning to repeat. They are returning to redeem. They have learned through loss. They have grown through pain. They are ready now to love through revelation. Heaven says, your patience has not gone unnoticed. Your tears watered the seeds of this miracle. Your surrender created the space for divine timing. And now the angels are ensuring the reward matches the pain you endured. There is a holy hush in heaven right now. It's as though creation itself pauses to witness this chapter, because few understand the depth of love that survives storms, silence, and separation, yet still chooses hope. That's why heaven calls this love rare, sacred, unbreakable. Where they are right now, that new environment is preparing them to receive you. The people around them are divinely chosen to speak certain words, to trigger remembrance, to guide healing. It's all coordinated. They may not even realize it, but every encounter, every delay, every open door is pulling them closer to divine fulfillment. Your names are written in the same chapter of heaven's script, and no interference, no distance, no mistake can erase what God already designed. You will soon hear something that confirms what your heart already suspected. A message that says, "You won't believe where I am right now." A photo, a story, a detail that connects directly to something you once dreamed. And when it happens, you'll know. Heaven wasn't silent. It was strategic. They're not just being moved physically. They're being purified spiritually. Their heart is being softened again. Their mind is being humbled. Their soul is remembering what true connection feels like. Not chaos, not confusion, but peace. And that peace points to you. Heaven says, in the next season you will witness divine surprise disguised as coincidence. An unplanned meeting, a sudden conversation, a reappearing face you didn't expect. But the timing will be too precise to ignore. It will carry the mark of divinity. Your role now is simple. Stay aligned. Stay grounded. Keep your heart open but guarded in faith. Because angels are arranging divine encounters that require your readiness. Don't chase. Don't panic. Don't force. The energy of divine love flows naturally. It doesn't demand, it magnetizes. You are the magnet. And heaven is increasing your spiritual frequency to draw what belongs to you without effort. You'll start to notice little synchronicities multiplying. The number 555 showing up, signaling change. The number 111, signaling manifestation. Or 777, signaling divine completion. Pay attention. These are heaven's breadcrumbs leading you toward confirmation. Your soulmate's energy field is merging again with yours. It's like two rivers meeting after flowing separately for years. When they join, the current becomes unstoppable. They may feel nervous, emotional, even sleepless, because their soul knows it's time to face what they once avoided. And though they can't explain it, they feel drawn to return to the source of peace, you. When they appear, you'll notice something different. Their eyes will carry understanding. Their words will hold depth. Their energy will feel healed, lighter and honest. That's how you'll know the angels have done their work. Heaven says, prepare yourself emotionally, because this reunion will not come through chaos, but calm. Not through argument, but awareness. Not through manipulation, but maturity. For some, this will begin as a gentle reconnection, a simple hello, a question, a memory shared. For others, it will be sudden, a surprise visit, a divine appointment that feels written by heaven. Either way, you'll feel the same thing, divine familiarity, the sense that everything you endured was leading to this moment. Heaven has been waiting for your readiness as much as theirs. Because divine union requires two healed hearts, not two broken ones seeking rescue. You have done the inner work, and heaven is proud of you. Now the external manifestation can safely unfold. The angels are rejoicing. They see the alignment happening in both timelines. They see hearts waking up to the truth they once denied. And they whisper, "This is the one heaven prepared for you." You may not see it all yet, but you can feel it. The invisible threads tightening, the signs aligning, the energy quickening. That's how destiny announces its arrival, quietly, then suddenly. Heaven says, the reason you are hearing this now is because you are days, not months, away from divine confirmation. For some, even hours. Because heaven moves swiftly once both souls say yes in spirit. So say yes now. Whisper it. I'm ready for divine alignment. Let the angels record it. Let the universe respond. Because your yes activates what heaven already prepared. Soon, you'll see how beautifully God writes love stories. Not in straight lines, but in divine patterns. Not with human timing, but with perfect orchestration. Your soulmate's surprise will remind you that love guided by heaven never truly ends. It evolves, refines, and returns stronger. Type 1111 if you receive this prophetic confirmation. Your angels are saying the surprise is already set in motion. And when it unfolds, your only words will be, "Heaven, you kept your promise. Heaven says, the reason you could never fully move on is because your spirit remembered what your mind forgot. That this love was written before time began. There's a divine imprint on your souls, a signature of eternity that no distance could erase. Even when life pulled you apart, the connection was never severed. It was preserved, purified, and prepared for this divine moment. Your soulmate is beginning to feel a holy discomfort. Things that once satisfied them no longer do. Places that once felt like home now feel empty. It's not depression. It's divine discontent. Their spirit is rejecting what no longer aligns, because heaven is awakening them to realize they're not where they truly belong. There's a restlessness in their nights. They toss and turn, unable to quiet the stirring within. They see faces, but none bring peace. They hear voices, but none bring comfort. It's because your energy, your light, your frequency is missing from their world. Their soul recognizes this absence, even when their mind tries to deny it. Heaven says angels have begun rearranging circumstances around them. People are leaving. Opportunities are shifting. Things that once kept them distracted are suddenly collapsing. It's not punishment. It's preparation. Heaven is removing every false foundation so the truth can finally stand. They're remembering your laughter, your voice, the peace they felt when you were near. They're realizing that you weren't just someone. You were alignment in human form, the kind of presence that feels like home to the soul. Right now, as you listen, your energy is being transmitted through divine wavelength. Every word, every breath, every prayer you've released carries vibration, and that vibration travels beyond time and space. It reaches them like an invisible thread pulling at their heart. They don't know why they suddenly miss you more than ever, but heaven knows. It's the divine reminder being activated. This is the season of recognition. What was hidden will be revealed. What was delayed will be delivered. Heaven says the distance is losing its power. Your paths are magnetizing again, and soon you'll understand why the delay took this long. It was to ensure divine maturity. Your soulmate's current location carries divine symbolism. It's not random. It's prophetic geography. The angels moved them into a place of realization, a place where they could hear heaven clearly. The noise had to be stripped away so they could finally listen. And in that silence, the truth began to echo. You were never supposed to let them go. Heaven says their heart is softening. Their pride is melting. The walls they built around their emotions are starting to crumble. Every attempt to resist this connection is now turning into surrender. They're realizing that love isn't weakness. It's divine strength. You may soon receive a sign. A song that plays at the exact moment you think of them. A message that arrives with divine timing. Or a dream so vivid that it feels more like memory than imagination. That's heaven confirming that the reunion energy is active. The bridge between both hearts is glowing again. They're being moved closer, not just geographically, but vibrationally. Their frequency is rising to match yours. Because heaven cannot unite two souls operating on different levels. That's why you had to heal alone first. That's why you were separated. To align with divine vibration. And now that your heart is ready, heaven is moving them toward you like a piece being placed on a divine chessboard. Every move strategic, every delay intentional, every encounter preordained. There's a reason your name keeps coming up in their world. They hear it. They see it. It's written on billboards, on screens, in conversations. That's heaven whispering, reminding them of the promise. They try to dismiss it, but the signs keep following them. Because what's divinely assigned cannot be ignored. Heaven says, prepare your spirit for the unexpected. Because this surprise won't come the way you imagine. It won't follow logic. It will carry the mark of the miraculous. For some, this person is being relocated to your area. For others, they've already made the move without knowing why, only that something deep told them to go. They think they made the decision, but heaven made the way. And soon your paths will align like puzzle pieces that have been waiting lifetimes to fit. The connection will reignite effortlessly. The words will flow easily. The silence will finally make sense. Heaven says, this is not just romance, this is divine restoration. Two hearts fulfilling a sacred agreement. Two souls reuniting for purpose. This is about legacy, not lust. Mission, not fantasy. You are being aligned to build something eternal. They will come back with humility. You will recognize growth in their voice. You'll feel truth in their eyes. And you'll know, the angels have done their work. Your soul will sigh in relief. Because what once felt heavy will finally make sense. The pain, the confusion, the waiting, all of it was preparation for recognition. You didn't lose them. Heaven borrowed them for refinement. And now, heaven is returning them, healed, awakened, ready. They are preparing a message. It may start small. How have you been? But those few words will carry the weight of everything unsaid. You'll feel it. You'll know it's time. Heaven says, when you hear from them, respond with grace, not fear. Because this time, the foundation will be peace. You've grown. They've changed. And the connection will now operate in divine maturity. The angels are standing guard over this next phase. They're ensuring no interference can distort what's being aligned. That's why certain people were removed from your life. It wasn't rejection, it was redirection. Heaven cleared the path so divine union could unfold without noise. Right now your soulmate is facing memories they can't escape. They see your face in strangers. They hear your laughter in echoes. They feel your energy in silence. It's not haunting, it's holy. Their spirit is reminding them of what heaven planted. Heaven says, this surprise is not a test. It's a reward. It's heaven's way of saying, you endured, now you'll enjoy. The angels are aligning every detail to perfection. The timing, the place, the moment. Even what you wear that day will feel orchestrated. Because when destiny arrives, everything aligns effortlessly. Your only task now is faith. Faith to believe that what's coming is real. Faith to hold peace instead of panic. Faith to recognize miracles when they appear disguised as coincidence. Heaven says your story is about to shift from waiting to witnessing. You've waited long enough. Now the revelation begins. They're packing emotionally. They're preparing spiritually. They may even be physically moving closer without realizing why. But soon, the divine dots will connect, and both of you will stand in awe of how perfectly heaven timed it all. Type 1111 if you receive this divine message. Because your yes tells heaven, I'm ready for what's mine. Their current location holds your confirmation. Your next conversation will hold your closure and your beginning all at once. And when your eyes meet again, you'll feel it. The peace that says, this was always meant to return. Heaven says, prepare for the miracle that will make sense of everything. Your soulmate is closer than you think. The surprise is already set in motion. And soon, what once felt like loss will look like divine strategy.